How are you doing? If you're on here, give me a text if you got a plumbing question. I'd love to help you out. My first live, so we're gonna see how things go. If you got some plumbing questions, go ahead and hit me up. All right, guys. I'm just talking over plumbing questions. Wanted to jump on here. If you guys can hear me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Does anybody have any plumbing questions they'd like to talk over? Go ahead and put them in the chat there. I'm just trying to see if I can actually get to where I can see all your chats because I'm not getting any comments from anybody. Nicole Tanner, how are you doing? All right, got a few comments coming in. Riley 21, just won a baseball tournament. Fast pitch, softball, what are you talking? All right, guys, I just wanted to jump on. Like I say, it's my first live here. We've got a bunch of videos on the page, but wanted to go live, give you guys a chance to ask any plumbing questions you have, see if I can help you guys out, answer any questions for you. What's up, Gavin? Gavin, were you the one that won the baseball tournament? or was it your sister that won it? I'm not seeing too many plumbing questions on here, guys. So I'm seeing a lot of baseball talk. And all right, guys, give me some plumbing questions so I can talk about something. We don't have a bunch of dead time. I'm sure Gavin doesn't have any plumbing questions. He's probably not worried about plumbing. He's worried about playing baseball. Well, of course I played pool. Come on. You're asking me or you're asking Gavin that? Back in the day, I hate to say it, but we used to slough school and go to the bowling alley, play pool all the time. We'd leave school, go play a couple games of pool, come back. It always works pretty good until you run into your dad at one of the stop signs and he's in his work truck right across from you, wondering why you're at school or why you're not at school, that is. Anyways, somebody got a plumbing question. I wanted to jump on, give you guys a chance to ask any plumbing questions. Maybe I can help you out, try and save you some money. So there you go. Give me some likes. That's good. Maybe we can get it pushed out to somebody that actually has a plumbing question. Yeah, what else you been up to, man? Riley 21. I got a couple different YouTube channels. The one you're on right now is called Wrench Warriors DIY, where I help people with plumbing and home repairs. I do videos on that. This is my first live, basically going live to try and answer questions for people if they have, issues they want to talk about. My other channel is Getting Stoked Outdoors, and on the Getting Stoked Outdoors page, I do a lot of hunting and fishing videos, and we help people get into hunting, help kids with special needs go hunting, stuff like that. So that's my two YouTube pages, Wrench Warriors DIY and Getting Stoked Outdoors. So thanks for asking, Riley. I have never repaired a TV. That's above my pay grade. There's too many circuit boards and stuff like that in a TV for me to try and fix. Usually, if my TV goes out, I end up buying a new one. But you got to remember, back in my time, the TVs were big dinosaurs, like 4 feet thick, and now we got all these flat screens and everything else. So we don't have too much going on. We got up to about 30 people, but nobody had plumbing questions. I don't know why they're jumping into a plumbing live if you don't have a plumbing question, unless you're in here just to troll me. Nicole, how many subscribers on my Wrench Warriors? I got around 1,600, and on my Getting Stoked Outdoors, I'm over 12,000 now. 12,100 something, I think. So the Wrench Warriors one I haven't had going, too long, less than a year. And the Getting Stoked Outdoors one I've had going. I started a long time ago and then took a break while I coached my kids in football and everything. And now I'm ramping it back up now that my kids are all done with football and all that stuff. So I was hoping somebody would jump on here with an actual plumbing question and be able to ask it so we can talk a little plumbing. I know that sounds pretty dang exciting, but not all the time. If you just joined, give me a thumbs up or something like that so I can see who's on here. I just jumped on. I figured I'd jump on and go live for a minute. If somebody had some plumbing questions, they're more than welcome to ask them. I'd love to help them out, try and save you some money from having to call in a plumber. So I'll go for about 3 more minutes. If nobody jumps on with a plumbing question, I'll jump off. But if you guys have a plumbing question, I'd love to have you ask it. We can. Oh yeah, I've fixed toilets before. Unfortunately, are you talking like just actual fixing the tank on the top, or are you talking like unclogging them? Because unfortunately, I've done both. I have no idea who Marino Doll or Mario Dollar is. I don't know if that's good or bad, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna have to look that up on with Chat GPT after this and see who that guy is. And hopefully you're giving me a compliment because if not, that's fine too. Yep. Yep. I'm a licensed plumber, been a plumber for 30 plus years. Um, I grew up plumbing. My dad was a plumber, so I grew up working with him through high school. And then me and my brother took over his business, and then we split up, and now we each run our own. So, like I say, this is my first live. I want to jump on and just allow people to ask me any plumbing questions they have and see if I can save them some money. So, if you got a plumbing question that you need help with, I'd love to help you out. So go ahead and put it in the comment. But I still don't know who Mario Dollar is. So pull it up on my computer while somebody's typing in a question. Well, that's not Mario Dollar. That's just regular Mario, like Mario Brothers, man. I've never heard him called Mario Dollar before. But yeah, we used to play that all the time. Super Mario Brothers. That was legit back in the day. I still remember when Super Mario 3 came out. That was a big deal. You could fly with your little raccoon tail. Pretty awesome stuff. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go for about another minute. If nobody has a plumbing question, I just wanted to jump on, go live for a minute. If you guys have any plumbing questions, I'd love to help you out. Try and save you some money by answering it for you. So let me know if you have one. If not, then we'll go ahead and jump off. Nobody has plumbing questions? All right, guys. Well, we'll try and do another one. I'll give a little bit more notice to people, see if they can jump in and ask some plumbing questions. But appreciate you guys jumping on. Thanks for Backflow Joe. I'm out of northern Utah. How about you? Backflow Joe. That's a pretty cool name. I like that. I take it you're probably a plumber too, huh? Cleveland, Ohio. OH, baby. Are you a Buckeye fan or just a Browns fan? Yeah, the Buckeyes they're reloading pretty good. I think they'll have another good team this year, but I don't know if you've seen their schedule. It's brutal. We play Texas at Texas. We play Oregon, Michigan, um, Penn State. We play at USC. So I'm hoping they. I mean, legit. If they don't play well, they could probably lose 2 or 3 games this year. And if they lose three, they're probably going to miss the playoffs. So I'm hoping that some of these younger kids can step up. The Cavs lost today, huh? So Donovan Donovan Mitchell used to be on Utah, so I followed him quite a bit. He was the star up here in Utah, and then they traded him. He went to Cleveland, and the Jazz have sucked ever since. So, but you guys are pretty good. I believe he's on your team now. Is that right? He is a Cav, right? Donovan Mitchell. Well, Backflow Joe. I'm gonna try and jump on. I'll make sure I jump on your page if you have one. Do you have a page on here, Backflow? How long have you been plumbing, Backflow? If you're still on here, you been plumbing a long time, or 1985? Nice. You might have me beat. If you've been plumbing since '85, I was only 10 years old in '85. So you probably came a long ways. Like back in the day, my dad and those guys are, you know, plumbing with copper. Or actually, my dad started when it was all galvanized, and pipe, pipe threading everything together, putting in, big old cast iron pipes with lead and oakum, putting all the drain pipes together. So it's came a long way since then, using PEX, and PVC. So backflow, are you one of these guys that you're still diehard copper, or have you switched over to PEX? I know some guys, when PEX first came out, we didn't switch over for about 10 years because they came out with that um, polybutylene stuff. You're still sweating stuff, yeah. So the polybutylene, that stuff came out, and everybody thought it was the cat's meow. I thought it was super awesome stuff, but then you know my dad's like, nope, we're not switching over till it proves itself. But anyways, yeah, we stuck with copper for probably another 10 years after the PEX that's out now, and we didn't switch over backflow. We didn't switch over till we had to do a big apartment complex down in southern Utah, and down there's something in the water that eats away at the copper, so they force you to use PEX, and we used it on like 200 units of apartments and really liked it, so we started we started going with the PEX. Yeah, yeah, that's a problem. Copper is getting so expensive now. Like everything's expensive this day and age. It seems like I don't know how people are still building. Backflow, are you working on new homes, or are you working on remodels or repairs? What are you doing? My plumbing company, we do. When I was with my brother, we did tons of giant apartment complexes, and now we're doing new homes, and I do a lot of repairs. So a little bit of everything. The original Whiskers. What's up, brother? So yeah, $30 a foot. Yep, it's crazy stuff. We'll probably end up dying from cancer from sucking in all that flux as it heats up. But it seems like everything this day and age gives you cancer. So hey, original, do you got any plumbing questions for us? Anything like that? You do a lot of commercial repair on backflow. Very cool. Do you own your own business, or do you work for somebody else? Original Whiskers, are you still on here? Do you got a plumbing question for me and backflow that we can answer for you? Yeah, it seems like when you're the plumber in the family, or your friends, it seems like you're always doing a little bit of side work for buddies and stuff like that, which if you can't help out your friends and family get ahead, who can you help out with, right? Started your own business in 1995. That's awesome. Um, I graduated high school in 94. Then I went and served a 2-year mission for my church in California. And then when I came back, well, I worked for my dad all through high school. And when I was in high school, the economy here in Utah, and maybe everywhere, wasn't the best. So we ended up having to go to California and stuff like that to find work. So I remember my dad traveling to California. He'd be gone, 2, 3 weeks at a time, come home, watch a football game of mine, and then drive back a couple days later. Pretty brutal stuff. But when you're in construction, you kind of gotta go where the work is, and there was none around here back in the '80s. So, and as a kid, it kind of sucked because you don't realize what your dad's sacrificing as a kid. You're basically just, you know, you think dad's gone all the time. That's all you can see. You don't understand all the bills and what he's sacrificing to keep bringing in. So, well, guys, backflow. I'll jump on and check you out. Appreciate you jumping on here and being a part of it. I'm gonna try and go if you're still on here, guys. I'm gonna try and go live once a week or so and just answer plumbing questions for anybody. Um, I'd love to help you out across the country if I can, and see if we can save you a little bit of money. So anyways, guys, I appreciate it. And anyway, backflow. I hope you're a Buckeye fan, and we'll chat at you later. Yep. Thanks, backflow. Appreciate you, brother. Hope to talk to you again. We'll see you later.